Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas, as we see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. To get underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Moore. Grab down the middle. It's low. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is exactly how you envision that first play going all week. You put it out there, you hope for a big play, and you hit it.
It's an out route, a catch made, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Touchdown, Ducks, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Handed off out of the shotgun. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball to the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. The receiver grabs it. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
And the incompletion now makes it 2nd and 10 from the 49. Quick completion to the tight end. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The Tigers come to the line in a hurry-up. First down, it's play action. Moves out of the pocket. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Ending off on the draw play. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
What a great job by this defense. Backed up deep in their own territory inside the red zone, but they get penetration to come up with a loss there.
The offense eager to keep this drive going. They're facing a 3rd and long on the 20 now. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Grab behind the line. It's Hughes. And he's brought down after a big 1st down game. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. Started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. And Justin Herbert, of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday, what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Ducks pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Oregon. The quarterback who can escape and score. What a weapon for that offense.
Well, quarterbacks with legs like this are so much harder to prepare for and defend than your more traditional quarterbacks. That kind of speed, that kind of creativity makes it almost impossible to defend him and keep him cooped up all game.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense heads back out onto the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Klubnik. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Trying to find room. It's Davidson. The ball is loose. And the defense comes up.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
It looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. A big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Tigers looking to cash in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Near the goal line. And he's down at the 3-yard line. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. The quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. And they'll run him out of the shotgun. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. What a catch! Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a 1st down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. To the air. It's Moore. Fires it to the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Cook, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. One team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on fourth down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. He goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Off the play fake on first down. Buying time now, rolling to his left. It'll be broken up in the end zone. That's a great play.
We talk about this defense stepping up, first and goal, and they get the pass breakup, making sure every yard is earned.
So it sets up a second and goal from the 4. Gonna run it. It's Whittington. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's third and goal. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Chris, third down here, they throw the football, which I have no problem with down inside his 10-yard line. But the big thing is the quarterback has got to do a better job working through his progressions to give himself a chance. The last thing he wants to do is take a sack, and now they're facing fourth down. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Touchdown, Ducks. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. He takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
Oregon, 24, Clemson, 10.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. First down, we're going to throw the ball. A deep shot to the left side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws. It's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Davidson. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early. 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Tigers looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around.
He fires this throw, and he's intercepted. He's bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Their last possession produced a field goal, but more importantly, it milked the clock. And they do that again. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Looking for a gap. It's Hughes. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Grab down the middle. It's Stewart. The reception takes about 7 yards with 4th down coming up here. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. He made good on his first attempt, but this one is from 47 yards away. And that one is straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. Clemson offense is back out there. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
That one moves the ball across the 40.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then he can make these throws downfield.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of a play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 42. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. With sure hands, it's Randall. They get him to the ground, but it's 1st down now at the 28. And the Tigers will crank up the tempo.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a 1st down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Deep shot toward the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson.
That's just great execution by this offense. The quarterback needs time on that post route. And I'm impressed by this receiver. I didn't know if he'd be able to get clear on that post, but he does. Lined up on the right side. Quarterback and he have worked on this all week to be able to find that route and that timing. This time they hit it for a touchdown.
Clemson, 17.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking for the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Benson. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Hughes. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Here's the 2nd down play. To the air. It's Moore. Snags a good throw.
The back catches it on that play, Chris. Kind of looked like a receiver on the way they designed that play. And I love the toe tap at the end. He's inbounds. Nice game.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. Finding some room at the 25. They finally tackle him all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday at our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd.
Touchdown, Oregon. Still no answer for this offense.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talk about putting up points before halftime, and they're really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
And the BAT puts them up 17 now.
Oregon, 34. Clemson, 17.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down. The Tigers hustle to the line to run that hurry up. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Fires it to the wideout. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Could take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Chris, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
Clemson, 17.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on first down. The senior quarterback off target there, threw it behind him.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Hit as he released it. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Looking deep downfield to the left, and he's got it down there inside the 35. They make the stop, but it's a big play for 31. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 48 yards out. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's caught in the crossing pattern. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
With the catch, it's Brown. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Oregon. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing